Tonight, from MetLife Stadium,
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 18. Off play action. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action with Wilson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Randall Cobb. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Draw play. It's Eckler. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Now Cobb to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love...
He's got a man, complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard. 42 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. In motion left goes Allen.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Eckler, they run left side. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert.
It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Now Wilson on first down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So,
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Herbert's throw there complete.
The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Off Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A little short pass. This is Everett. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. And they will remain well behind. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Wilson. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. On the return comes Cobb. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Allen Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 69 yards. And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And it is 42-0. offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. There's the stiff arm. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the
touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
On the out route, he finds Johnston.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. To the air again, Herbert.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun, Herbert on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Herbert back to the air for Keenan Allen. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On second down, Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And got his man complete.
There he goes again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Chargers offense back onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. but to hold it.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So out come the Chargers.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert on first down now. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in two-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're...
And this is caught. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
One more time with Hall.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer at 110%. But it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada,
the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's another typical season for Jimmy G. Last year, when he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interceptions. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 12 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10 to the 43, second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, or these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
He'll swing that out.
And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards.
Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. He
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
John Franklin Myers.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Hitting Mayer here on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. That's taken on the 25. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
And now here come the Raiders. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Garoppolo.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because...
And now off to the races down the right side.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, good agility by Cobb. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Play action. It's Wilson.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a ps4 here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Sheds off the tackle.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson
with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On play action, now Garoppolo. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Mayer.
66 yards.
And the Raiders are able to claw one back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because of that.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jets extend their lead yet again.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 9 yards that time.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Wilson.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard, 46 yards.
And the Jets get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive. They intercept Garoppolo for the third time.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Allen Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st down, Wilson. Caught left side by Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Jets just continue to roll. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Wilson going to throw for it. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side, Myers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo.
Short.
And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They go play action with Wilson.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raiders heading out to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down at 7. Garoppolo now. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. There's Garoppolo to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Quinnen Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And Abdullah.
not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's complete to Lazard. Able to slither by. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Oh, the option. Here's Wilson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Hall. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.
today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his... Pass is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former 2nd overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with two PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So, Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long. You'd have to figure facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
Now Cobb to return. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. On 1st down, Allen. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills going to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Here's Allen to throw it.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Gets this one to Morris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Allen now looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Jets are going to get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On the return comes Cobb. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Got a man. That's Lazard. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The slot man in motion right.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now on play action, it's Wilson. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They'll try and run it up the middle. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Allen Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's loose again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson,
76 yards.
And the Jets continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the counter with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Looking to throw. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Caught right side, Davis. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And again, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Allen. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
1st down, here's the run with Cook.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Allen. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
42 yards.
And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Wilson going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He'll return it from the 6. There, give him an even 20 yards.
And the Jets will take over. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Allen Lazard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
This taken in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. His throw incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Jermaine Johnson
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been in a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. Don't you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game,
Let's go ahead and see 5.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Going for it all. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And complete right side to Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Allen to throw once more. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one, maybe mercifully. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's Sam Martin now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jets, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.